she lovely? Yeah. Isn't she sweet? Hello, Inspired Tribe. Welcome to the Live Inspired live stream on the Inspired channel. It is Monday, October 12th, 2020. And this is the Live Inspired live stream. I'm Jean Nolan. This is Kristin Nolan. You can't see her, but she's beeping right now. We're healthy, we're wealthy, we're whole, and we're free. We're excited. We're here. And frankly, we want to inspire you and encourage you to not give a damn about what anyone else thinks. Okay? Be who you are. Speak your truth. You know, it's freedom as long as you don't infringe on anyone else's freedom. And that's just how this works. And people worry so much about what others think. People hold back so much because someone could think, I don't know what. You have to stop giving the crap about what everyone else thinks and be authentic and true to who you are. Look into the mirror and live that. That's the only thing you can live. And as you know, someone very wise put it, you know, it's a crime to not do what you can while you're here on this planet. No one asks you to do what you cannot do. But the things that you can do, the things that you can be, it's almost a crime against humanity and against the Lord to not do this and not be this. Right?
Amen.
Amen, sister. Okay, so let's create some beautiful energy. We want to welcome you all. Hey, Emma. Hey, Black Sky. Hey, Illy. Hey, Siobhan. So good to see you all. Let's create some energy. Let's pump this whole thing up a little bit like we always do. And what's important here too is, you know, let's breathe into this spiritual heart of ours, into the solar plexus. Again, we tend to move up into the head and stay there for the longest time, but let's move into the center here. Open this up. This is where your connection is to your mind, connection to the highest, connection to everything, right? It's all here. So let's open this up, but let's do it with some intense breathing. So what I want you to do is raise your arms up high, right? And for the next 30, 40 seconds or so, let's take some deep, rapid breaths. And with every breath, just imagine opening up your spiritual heart like a window. Okay, let's do this. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3, let's go. 10 more. Hell yeah. Woo! Send a rush through your veins, some oxygen through your body. And we encourage you to do this multiple times a day. It's much cheaper than a shot of espresso. Way better. If you can go outside, you know, do it under a tree, you know, next to some sort, or, you know, standing on the grass, whatever, as long as you're as outside, and if you can be, do it multiple times a day. Energize yourself naturally. So welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit that like button, that beautiful thumbs up button, which helps YouTube to distribute this a little bit, their algorithm. Hey, Nelly, it's good to see you. It's good to see you all. Hey, Rose. Hey, everyone. And everyone who's new, you know, I know there's a lot of new people, you know, tuning in, whether during the live streams or later. Know a few things. You have to know a few things. If you're new here, welcome to the Inspired Tribe. The Inspired Tribe is this amazing group of people that are with us in the live streams, in the videos, in the courses, in the Facebook group and whatnot. And if you have to know this, while you're watching this, whatever the date is and the time is, it is live for you, number one. And number two, you are now officially a member of the Inspired Tribe. There's nothing you can do about it. Just by watching, you've become a member of this loving group of people that are exhilarating, inspiring, help each other, uplift each other. So guys, that's it. Okay. You're now part of the Inspired Tribe. You are a member. So let's dive into today's topic. It's fake news. And I mean, if you're here, chances are, if you're part of the Inspired Tribe, if you made your way into this corner of the internet and found us, then you already know that, you know, what's on TV, what's on cable news or whatnot. It truly is fake news. It always has been, but it's become so blatantly clear. There's not even the appearance of trying to be objective or whatnot anymore. But that, chances are that you already know. You already know that what calls itself news is fake news. It isn't real news. It isn't authentic news. It's about giving you something to believe that they want you to believe. But that's not the fake news we're talking about here. We're talking about the fake news that is even more influential than the one on TV, even more influential than the one in the newspapers, even more influential than anything that happens on the outside. And that's the fake news that is happening between your ears. And, you know, I always enjoyed listening to Tony Robbins, especially when he's interviewed. I love what he does and his unique style of doing things, but I love when he gets really authentic and speaks about his own personal journey and the suffering he experienced as a kid and as a young adult, and then growing into the amazing guy that he's today. And so his mission in life, he said, is to reduce or remove all suffering, you know, as much as he can, and help people to move out of the suffering. And, you know, that's part of our inspiration, of course, to do the same thing. But one thing that we want to talk about today, and this is so important, guys, I can't even tell you often enough and clear enough how much this realization has changed our lives, has changed my life. Because once you truly realize what we're talking about here today, your life will change and you will change and you will create change. So I'm talking about 90% of the suffering. There's 10%, give or take, that is true, authentic suffering of people that, you know, are experiencing traumatic things. So I'm talking about the suffering in that particular moment, like real physical pain, real, authentic, true emotional pain in the experience. So there is that, and that's never to be, you know, diminished or never to be to disrespect people by saying it is not true. It is. I'm talking about the 90% of the suffering that most of human beings experience on a daily basis that is not authentic and hasn't been for a long time, because it is happening between your ears. And what do I mean by that? The worrying, the feeling guilty, the creating scenarios in your head about the potential outcome of a situation, the replaying of long gone experiences, the constant rehashing and retelling the stories that you do not like that happened in your past. And so most people walk through life not realizing that what they suffer from isn't real. It is not actually happening. The suffering is people that experience what is labeled as a depression, people that experience what is labeled as being bipolar, people that experience, you know, or melancholia, all those labels that we have for those things. This is a pattern that is repeated often enough, so it becomes a manifested reality between your ears, not in your actual experience. And so I'm not saying that there was not an event in your past, in all of our pasts, that was traumatic, that was, you know, that was some sort of shock for the system. This happens almost to every human being on the planet at some point. Something happens that's a shock to the system. But what we do is we keep repeating the story. We keep telling it to ourselves and others. We keep reliving it. And the worst thing, we keep worrying into the future about potential outcomes of a situation, right? So we keep thinking, if this doesn't work out, what if this happens? What if that happens? Do you notice that this has usually nothing to do with your current reality? it has just something to do with the way that you're used to think. And why this is so important is because if you can make the distinction between an authentic event, authentic suffering that's happening right now, if something bad, unwanted, undesirable happens, yes, that is a moment of real suffering. If you're experiencing pain, yes. But the difference between this and what most people experience on a daily basis is so tremendously huge. And once you understand it, you also understand that if you were able to train yourself over years to keep thinking in a certain way that causes suffering to you because you still feel like it's authentic suffering, if you were able to train yourself to do that, then you're also able to train yourself to move into a completely new way of thinking and feeling. So for most people, it requires some sort of ritual, some sort of process, some sort of meditation, help. There's some sort of transformational process that we need to clear and to transform the trauma energy from the past. Sometimes, though, people have already done this, but what they didn't do is actually start to relearn how to think in different ways and how to feel in different ways. And make no mistake, people that view the world for long enough in a certain way will continue to view it in that way, even though the world isn't that way anymore. It is just a matter of how you look at things. That's why it's possible that you live in the, you live on a street in a city and you believe that life is beautiful, nature is amazing, it's nourishing, and you believe that, where you live it's an amazing and awesome place and it gives you opportunities and you enjoy it. And your next door neighbor who lives on the same street, literally in the same city, same street, same everything, hates life, thinks life is full of traps and full of bad experiences. Everyone is out to get him. So do you see that is not the objective reality that creates those thoughts? It is what is happening between your ears, and that you have control over, right? That you can change. It's kind of like, we all know the Serenity Prayer. I was just reminded of it this morning. It's a beautiful prayer. And the Serenity Prayer, I'm paraphrasing, but the Serenity Prayer basically says, Lord, universe, God, whatever you want to call it, please give me, the strength to change the way I can change, to accept the things I cannot change, and the wisdom to know the difference, right? So we can change what happens between our ears. We can change what happens in our mind. It is not an authentic reaction to objective reality that we have anymore. Not after the age of 7, 8. What happens after that is habitual belief-based thinking and belief-based thought patterns. And once you realize that, you can set yourself free again. You can move into authenticity again. And so the fake news on the outside, and I call almost everything on the outside is fake news, because all that the intention is always to make you believe something, make you think something specific, whether that you're not worthy unless you buy the product, or that, if you don't engage in a certain kind of behavior or in a belief system, you're not worthy, or you're not good enough, you're not this enough. But what we can change is what we pay attention to, what we put our focus on, where our intentions lie. That's the most powerful thing you can do in life. And the interesting thing is that we all are kind of people that desire to change the world and how it works and make a better place. But so many of us forget that we first have to become that version of the world in our microcosm. We have to become that which we desire to see in the world, because that's how it changes, through our own change. And so I'm asking you, do you find yourself repeating the same stories in your head? Do you feel like even if you have really good days or good weeks, that you return to certain worries, certain fears, that they keep coming up, that you feel guilty about something that happened a long time ago, that you worry about the future that hasn't happened yet, that you find yourself dreaming up scenarios of how things could, turn out wrong, turn out bad for you, how you could lose everything, get evicted, or foreclosed on, or all those things that happen sometimes, and you know, for every person that this actually happens to, there's at least 1 million that worried about it and never happens. This is not a judgment call. I'm asking you, if this is happening to you, if you're experiencing this kind of thinking and feeling, if this is still your pattern, then today just might be the day where you make a decision. Because it doesn't matter. You could win the lottery and move to the Bahamas or move to the, any island that you love or any country that you want. You could buy your dream house. You could have your dream car. You could have your bank account that's filled. But you would still be carrying the same head. You would still have the same belief system and thought pattern, because this outside event, if that happens to you, if you win the lottery, you will have a rush that lasts for a few weeks, months, tops. Then you will return to the same thinking and the same believing that you had before, unless you create active, positive, inspired changes, unless you take charge, actually, unless you step in control. And that's why people keep going. We know quite a few very, very wealthy people. They always look, they always more in the hopes that eventually there will be enough for them to stop worrying or stop feeling guilty. But it's not about that. That doesn't do the trick. You're still going to believe what you believed before it. You're still going to think what you thought before it, unless you make a decision to create change in your life, to dedicate all of your attention and focus to the creating of the new, of the inspiring stuff, of the inspiring thoughts, of actually looking for all the wonderful things in the world, of looking for all the ways things could go right, of dreaming up 1 million different beautiful outcomes. And then it's not about the outcome, it's about how that makes you feel. Because when you feel that way, one of those 1 million wonderful outcomes and so much more will happen in your physical experience. But you are the creator with your thoughts and with your feelings. You're not. The manipulating of physical reality is just a tiny fraction of your power. It is actually the thoughts and the feelings that you have, your vibration, that creates your physical reality. You've heard this 1 million times over. But I'm asking you, have you actually made the decision not just to return to an inspiring YouTube video every morning, not just to seek kind of like, it's almost a form of inspired entertainment, and there's nothing wrong with it, but have you made the choice to actively do something for it, to go into meditation every morning, to disrupt and interrupt the same old, because that's literally, your body runs you, not because you wanted to, but because you've trained it to, and you didn't even know it. The way you lived and what you were taught, it trained your body to repeat the same biochemical processes, which trigger the same thoughts, which trigger the same feeling, which in turn trigger the same experiences. And people don't know this. They believe there's something wrong with them, or they believe they're somehow different and, incapable of change, or they can't be happy. But that's not true. Everybody can be trained to be a sadness machine or to be a happiness machine. But most importantly, what's even more important than be a happiness machine is to be authentic. It's to be who you really are, because then you experience what is actually here in the moment rather than what was 3 years ago or what might happen 2 years from now. Then you're actually present. So that's even more important than constant bliss, because constant bliss isn't authentic either. So when did you make the decision? And a decision is only a decision when it's 100%, there's no backdoors, there's no backing out, there's no undoing that, there's no softening the decision. A decision is only a decision when you do not accept a plan B, plan for a plan B, or try to fall back on a plan B. Then that's not a decision. A decision is I am 100% certain of my choice. And what I desire is to feel better and better and better. What I desire is to think inspiring, great, expansive thoughts, creative thoughts. What I desire to be is a beautiful creator in my own right, in my own way, using my own unique talents and strengths and my own purpose. If you make that decision and you really, really don't accept anything less than that, everything that you require for that will come into your experience. The people, or if it requires circumstances, they will come into your experience. If it requires help from someone, that will come. If it requires money, that will come. Whatever it is that requires. If you live in the state of it's done, then this happens over and over and over and over again. Will it require some action on your part? Yes. Inspired action, but it will require action. Even going into meditation, making that decision, becoming quiet, and going into being is an action. It's a decision that you have to make. It's actually, following your intention with your actions to go into that lotus position or lie down or find a quiet spot and put on the music that helps you or what. All of these are all actions. Now, sometimes we believe action means, hard work and hard labor, and action is every decision that you make that, you follow up with some sort of movement or a decision in your head. That is action. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely not. It's actually an inspiring thing. We love the action because when we make a decision and follow up, and actually follow through, then we have the physical experience of it, which gives us joy. So have you made that decision? And if you haven't, why not? Do you need more suffering? Do you need another day of the same experience that's sucking out a little more energy of you to finally be ready for change? And that change is not going to come from the outside. It won't matter who will be president in a few weeks or months for that particular thing. It will not. It will not matter what happens, somewhere on the planet for this particular decision. This is something that is you and you alone who can make it. You and you alone who is in control of that. No one else. Because that's the one thing in this life that no one but you has real control over, is what's happening between your ears, the thoughts that you create, the patterns and the beliefs. Now, people try every day, all day, to take control over that. But the only thing that you can do is allow it, and that, again, is a choice that you make, whether you know it or not, but it's a choice. So I'm asking you, what will it take for you to realize that this is fake news? It's not news anymore. What's happening between your ears, if it's constant suffering, constant repeating of the same thoughts, is nothing new. It's nothing authentic. It's fake because it's not true anymore. It's just a repetition. So when will you make that choice? I'm encouraging you to do it now. Make it now. Make it now. It's like a pledge. It's like a pledge, and you pledge that you won't accept less than that which is possible for you, and that's limitless, okay? So you won't accept less than being who you really are. And how do we follow through on that? What does that mean to make that decision? It means that you start to understand that if you are experiencing, anger, fear, worry, sadness, those emotions, if that's quite a dominant thing in your life, then the first realization is that what you do, the order in which you do things, and how you approach your day, how you approach your routines, what you consume, all of those things need changing. And it's you, who turns something off and turns another thing on. It's you who decides that you're going to dedicate 30, 40 minutes of your day to meditating. It's you who decides that you're going to dedicate an hour a day to walking outside in nature. It's you who decides that you're going to, sign up for a meditation course, sign up for an inspired course, go to a seminar, hire a one-on-one coach. Accept help, accept guidance. We all have done it and are doing it every day. I don't envy the person on this planet who believes they can all do it by themselves. Are you making the active decision that you're going to have a real authentic relationship with your creator? You don't have to call the creator God. You don't have to call it universe. You don't have to give it a name. You just have to understand the concept that there's this all-encompassing consciousness that is everywhere, that is all-knowing, all-loving, all-wise. So wouldn't that be the perfect friend to have and have a real relationship with? So whatever has kept you from making that decision, it's time now. Because this is time for authenticity, for truth, for realness, realness, and for experiencing how good it can get. And to turn off the fake news on the TV and the fake news in your head. Because, if it was authentic, it would feel good. You'd be satisfied. You'd be fulfilled. So if you're not, it's time for a change. It's that easy. Don't beat yourself up. Don't judge yourself. Whether you're 20 or 75, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you realize it and that you make the change. That's what matters. And that's what will change your whole life. And we have yet to see the person that has made that decision and not experienced amazing transformation. It hasn't happened. If someone makes a decision, real decision, 100%, then it happens 100% of the time. So whatever that is, us, we do things, we do a lot of things because we love seeing the transformation from suffering to inspiration, to love, to joy, to freedom. There's nothing more satisfying than if someone allows us to be part of their journey and they are authentic and they say, listen, I've been suffering, I've been having, I've been in pain, sadness, anger, whatever, but I want something different. I know that it's my time. And for us to be part of this, whether that's through the live streams or whether that's through the membership calls or the courses that we offer, you don't even know what a beautiful, wonderful honor that is for Kristin and I to, for you to allow us to be part of that and to guide you through it and the trust that you give us. So if you feel inspired to do that, please sign up, join us. We have created a lot of different opportunities now. But if you feel that there's something else or someone else, a different person, a different service, by all means, we encourage you to follow your bliss, follow your guidance, and ask and receive the help that is the easiest for you, the best for you, And we know that, we will never be able to be the right people for everyone. We don't even want to. But if you feel inspired, if you feel connected, if you feel, an authentic connection, then by all means, we invite you to join us, to come and do a course with us or join the membership calls. We love doing what we do. And we'd love to welcome you. So with that being said, at any rate, whether within the Inspire Tribe, whether somewhere else, we encourage you to make this choice today. It's going to be the most important thing you ever decide, because everything will change and it will change for the better. But it requires that decision of you, and it requires action of you. Everyone who says different is lying. I'm sorry. Everyone who says different is lying. And these are people that don't have your best interest at heart. That's what I can tell you. It does require action. It does require dedication. It does require intention. But most of all, it requires allowing. Allow yourself to realize, I might not have reached the end of all wisdom yet. No one has. But knowing that gets you on the path. So Inspired Tribe, let me run through the comments here. And then we're going to do something we haven't done in a while. We're going to do a center of the circle. And I want all of the Inspired Tribe, I'll explain the game a little later when we bring Kristin in, but I want all of the Inspired Tribe to feel your way through it. We'd love to have someone who's either here for the first time or who's never been in a circle to experience this. But let me see what you guys are saying. Okay. That's all between you guys. I'm gonna try to see if something was. Rose says meditation every morning, listening and trusting the quiet voice inside. Beautiful, beautiful guidance for everyone. Nelly says, I want to be a happiness machine. And you know, I might not have used the right word because this sounds forced too, but to be honest, if you live an authentic life, happiness is your dominant vibration. It's not 24/7 and 365 a year, but it is, for the most part, that's your dominant vibration. So you really, when you're authentic, you turn into what other people will call a happiness machine. How do you pronounce it? Is it Mikias? Mikias? Either way, it's a beautiful name to look at. And I know I get my name butchered all the time, so I'm sorry about it if I did. It just feels great to know all of us are fortunate enough to attract knowing our true potential, something that is eternal and something that is most important in our lives. Love you guys and ladies. Well, we love you all too. Thank you so much. Let me see. Rose says, I've been working on this for a while, but I will pledge again. It's kind of like with everything else. There comes a day where you don't have to decide consciously anymore to go and do the exercise or go and work out, go and do something good for you. It becomes your nature. That's where this is leading to, right? So in the beginning, you have to make the decision every day. Or just remind yourself of the decision. Remind yourself of the pledge. But there will come a day when it is your nature, and then you won't have to do it. It comes natural again. And that's what all this is leading towards. Illy says, after 3 months, I created a new Facebook page, Operation Truth. And that, Illy, congratulations. That was part of the task for those who are in the Inspired 3 course. So that's awesome. And Siobhan says, yes, Angela, things unfold as they were meant to. Couldn't happen any other way. Beautiful. You guys rock my world. Well, here you go. Right back at you. Okay, tribe. So let's bring in my beautiful wife. I always love when she's with us. And I'll explain the center of the circle game, which was actually invented by her.
Hello, everyone. We've been writing back and forth already.
Yes, I noticed you were typing. So you want to explain center of the circle?
Oh, no, you go ahead.
She always says that. So for those who are new, again, welcome to the Inspired Tribe. The center of the circle is a really cool game. So we pick one person in the live chat, and we ask everyone to focus, hey Agnieszka, to focus and tune into their energy. You don't have to know that person. You don't have to know anything about them. You just look at their name, you close your eyes, and you feel the energy that's coming. And then whether that's, a positive, beautiful adjective that comes to mind, write it in the live chat. For some people, it's a color or an image that comes up for that person. It's uplifting, beautiful, inspiring things that we feel about that person. And it's always a beautiful experience. So let's pick someone new. Who is here? Please type it in the live chat. Who is here either for the first time or has never been in the center of the circle before?
Or wants to be. Let's see.
Yep, and crickets. Come on, guys. Okay. Elenia. Elenia is very new to the tribe. And Siobhan, so we'll do this more often again, so everyone will get the experience. Elenia joined the tribe recently. We're excited. She also joined the membership calls, so you're gonna be with us this Wednesday night, which is awesome. So Elenia, let's do this. By the way, I love the name, and I do hope I get it. Did I get it right, Elenia?
I think so.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna do? Look at Elenia's beautiful name that's there. Close your eyes. Just tune into her energy, and just see what comes up. It's usually a word, adjective, something positive.
Just tune into her energy.
Calming.
And write down what's coming up. Oh, Agnieszka is seeing green.
Nelly says powerful. Black Sky says calming. Siobhan says blue deep waters, motivating, bright and full of life.
Peaceful.
I see.
Expansion.
I see expansion. Soothing.
Love. River stream, beautiful. Nature, beautiful.
Queen.
Queen.
I love that. We haven't done this in a while.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful game.
For quite a while.
Focused.
Focused.
Open. Shining. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Hey, Violet. How's it going? We're playing the center of the circle game, and Elenia is in the center of the circle today. And so we're tuning into her energy, and whatever beautiful words, adjectives, colors, whatever comes up.
Whatever comes up.
Eager.
That's a beautiful word.
Fun. I actually see this color.
Yeah, purple.
Yeah.
Well, I see more like brownish, like earth kind of.
Earthing, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Appreciative, beautiful.
No worries, Violet. There's really no too late.
No, always on time, always the right time. Elenia, how do you feel?
Inquisitive. That's a cool word. That's one I could use when I want to be polite. To you when you're, how do you call it?
Nosy?
No, that's what I say. Interested, you say.
I am interested.
I sometimes call her nosy. Now I will call you inquisitive.
Yeah, that's a beautiful word. Thank you for the word. Elenia, how do you feel? We want to know. Oh, yeah. She's saying, wow, so spot on. Thank you, everyone. Amazing.
That we started this spring, and just guys keep writing. Keep writing what comes up. But I just wanted to tell Elenia how we started this spring, and everyone was very tense, and like not in the live stream, but the whole world was very tense. And we started playing that game. It was such a beautiful ritual every day. So we're kind of excited to bring it back.
Well, it is so much nicer than nosy. I think so too. Yeah. Free-spirited. I like that. A real warmth about her.
Oh,
beautiful.
Beautiful. So we do encourage, I know Facebook's not for everyone, but almost everyone has a Facebook profile, even if they don't use it. Growing strong, powerful. Yeah, that's cool. But you can just use it to check out the group and connect to each other and start talking, or exchange emails. Some of our tribe members are starting to connect more and more.
Mm-hmm.
And and there's collaboration ideas, and there's there's so much potential there. You guys are amazing. So please do connect with to each other and talk and email. And I know you're spread out around the planet, but that doesn't matter.
Not really these days. Oh,
wonderful. Well,
thank you.
Thank you all for joining us. So we are.
What is the name? What can you type in the Facebook group?
Yes, I'll do you one better.
You will just copy the link.
Here you go.
There you go.
And that's a cool spot because it's a closed group. No one, it's private. No one from the outside can see who's in there and what's being written. So, and we only invite our tribe members in. So that's a good place. And I even think that you can create rooms within the group.
I have no idea.
So I think there's even that
guys,
possibility.
Check it out.
Yeah, just check it all out. We will change our live stream days a little bit. We will move them from
mix it up.
So Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's the new Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. 2 p.m. Central Standard. That's always the same time. We just have to move things around a little bit. So we'll see you Wednesday. We won't see you tomorrow. 2 p.m. Central Standard. Bring some friends, bring some family, invite other people in. This is always, especially, when we invite EUCY in sometimes where you get to ask questions.
Well, maybe we do that on Wednesday.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that on Wednesday. And so it's just an inspired environment. And sometimes that 40 minutes a day or sometimes an hour a day makes all the difference, Not just, for you guys, for us too. We come here.
We love it.
We love the energy. We love you. So thanks for joining us. If you feel inspired, check out our website, inspiredchannel.net, and the things that, you can do and sign up for. And we'll have an announcement, and we're giving away something.
Wednesday.
Thank you. So you put the pressure on, huh?
No.
For me to finish everything. Yeah. Good. No pressure there. So we'll have an announcement Wednesday. Another cool thing and it's going to be a giveaway.
Yes.
We made something free and really cool for everyone who wants it. So yeah, that's it from us for today. Our 5 cents. We love you all.
We are sending hugs and kisses.
Thanks for being with us. And if you have any questions, meanwhile, send us an email, sign up for the Facebook group, and mix and mingle, guys. Mix and mingle. All right. We love you. See you soon.
Bye-bye.